Good morning, everybody. I wanted to talk with you today about Marketing with Soul. This is a program that has been created for therapists, psychologists, social workers, counselors, coaches who really want to be able to increase their referrals, start seeing clients that they really want to work with, and maybe even avoid having a quiet period in their private practice. So what is it today? I thought that I'll just share with you a little bit about what it is and how it came to be. So you might be wondering, who's Brooklyn and why is she telling me this? Well, the thing is that I'm a doctor of psychology. I've been counseling now for over 25 years. I've been in private practice for 25 years. I've bought them, sold them, helped other people with theirs, and I am addicted to marketing from soul. So my whole business philosophy is that two things. It gets to be easy because you work in flow when you work with your soul, right? I know. Do you love it? I love it so much. So look, my backstory is that I invested nearly $200,000. I've got all the receipts. I've started posting them. You'll see more as the time goes on, in coaches and programs learning how to market. And what I found was, yes, some really helpful ideas and suggestions and tools, but by and large, things didn't really feel comfortable for me. They felt very icky. I'm not a salesperson. I'm in business. I need clients, but those approaches that I was being told I needed to do just weren't sitting well with me at all. And so I didn't do them. The other thing that I did was I hired coaches, and they were great people and I really liked them very, 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 very much. And yes, I got little bits that I could use here and there. But again, the things that they were teaching me, they were experts in, but those things don't apply. We just can't use them in the health and wellness space, especially when we're practitioners that work in the mental health space. So what I learned, and I was going to say the hard way, but it wasn't the hard way, it was an expensive way, was that, I'd invested a lot of money trying to get help from people who didn't really understand my industry. So what I ended up doing was thinking, okay, I'm not going to keep throwing good money after bad here. I've got the kind of tools. I wonder if there's a way that I can work with them and adapt them so that we can actually use them in a way that's ethical, safe, impactful, and of course, effective in the world of mental health and private practice for people that work in healing professions, right? And the other thing that I became acutely aware of was I'm all about working from soul. I'm all about you've got the answers from within. I'm all about spirituality in terms of the masculine and the feminine. So that's my wheelhouse. That's what I really, really love. And so I thought, I wonder if I can create a program here that's going to feel good, that's going to get results, that's going to be ethical, and that's going to be empowering for the people who come along to the program. Now, the program's in its third iteration now, and it's only ever been women that have enrolled. So it's been an interesting dynamic because, there's all types of energetic stuff that comes through. But in this last iteration, which we start tomorrow actually, it's including even more of, when I say more, we're going to go more in depth into the framework of the masculine and the feminine, and looking at how we use those things to support us in marketing the private practice in a way that feels really graceful, really easy, to demonstrate to you that this approach works and that marketing does get to feel easy when it's in flow because you're aligned and you're speaking from your soul. You can jump onto my Instagram or you can scroll back through my page here and you'll see lots of testimonials from people who've been through the program before. What I want to share with you is the 9 modules. So you might be thinking, what am I going to get out of this? Well, it's a 9-week program, and at the end of it, you're going to have set yourself up or set your practice up to start receiving inquiries that have a high conversion rate and more likely to convert for you, which means inquiries going to bookings. You're going to experience an increase in your reach, which will get you in front of more people. You're going to learn how to really look after your audience, no matter where that audience is. I'm going to teach you that you don't need to be on social media like I am all the time to get your clients. In fact, you can have zero social media account and still get clients. I'm going to teach you how to do that. So you're going to come away with your own bespoke marketing plan that you've created with my help and support, that you can implement on rinse and repeat, that feels really easy. It's not even going to feel like marketing, and clients are just going to start knocking on your door asking if they can work with you. And I know this works because, as I said, I've been doing this for a while now. So for those of you who are interested, again, scroll back down, you'll see the different modules, but the first module is all about getting clear on your niche. So hopefully you've got a vision for your practice, you know kind of the type of clients that you want to be working with. If not, that's okay. There's some visioning work in there that you can do as well. But you're going to be really identifying the niche, identifying your point of view, creating your message that is, compels clients to come and book in with you. After that, we're then going to go into how do we structure the things that you're offering to your clients in a way that feels really magnetic and attractive to them and that lights you up to be able to share it. Then we're going to go into mindset. So a lot of the time when we're just starting out in private practice, our mindset, subconsciously, we're stuck in employee mode, not employer mode, or not in CEO mode, or not in private practice owner mode. And so we are programmed or conditioned to be doing, because that's how it is when you're working for someone else. There are benchmarks, and then suddenly you're running your own business. There's no one telling you what to do or how to do it. You don't have benchmarks. You don't keep KPIs, key performance indicators, nothing. When you're working, you've got somebody else tracking your data for you behind the scenes. Usually it's a beautiful admin person. But now all of a sudden you're like, data, what do I need to be tracking? Why do I need to be tracking that? And the other employers take care of all the marketing. So this is the first time that you've had to do it. So I want to teach you about your mindset so that you get in the right headspace to be able to speak with confidence and grace when it comes to your beautiful, solid private practice. Weeks 4, 5, and 6 are all energy weeks, and that's when we're doing things like creating rituals that support you in your beautiful private practice. We're also going to be unpacking the 4 levels of consciousness for you with your soul-led private practice so that you can tap into those at any given time and you can start to leverage them to call in more clients. Plus, we're going to be looking at deep diving into the masculine and feminine for you and applying that to your marketing plan. And that's going to look a little bit different for everyone. So you get to learn all about that. In weeks 7, 8, and 9, we're going to be doing all the fun stuff. You're going to be learning about content marketing. What is it? It's not a big scary term. It's going to be something that you get to do in flow. You love doing it. You really love sharing your message and your story. From there, I'm going to teach you how to build your audience and keep them around you, keep them really engaged and keep them excited for all of the things that you're going to be sharing with them. And then we're going to finish up in week 9 with, making sure that you're actually ready to receive. So being in that feminine energy means being ready to receive, but we also need some of the masculine energy there too, don't we? So we're going to make sure that you're all set up behind the scenes to receive clients, making sure you've got your documentation in place, your onboarding in place, your email sequences in place, all the things. So in terms of, will this work for me? In short, results are different for everybody, but there's no reason why it's not going to work for you. The thing that tends to influence results include things like motivation, your time availability, your ability to be coachable, to use the resources that are provided, and to actively implement feedback that you get. So you get so much feedback. We've got a very small private community. I think there's 50 of us in there at the moment. And each week when you do each of the tasks, you're invited to share your progress, get some feedback from the other women in the group and myself. And it's up to you then to go away and implement that and do it consistently. People who do that get results. People who don't do that, they still get results, but maybe not to the same level. Okay. So it's about that. It's about you being able to trust in the process and surrender to the process. So if you've already been coached in marketing or you've already learned ways of marketing, this may require you to do a little bit of unlearning because I want you to know it's less about strategy and more about who you're being and how you're showing up. The other thing that I can assure you is that I'm not going anywhere. Like, I'm always there. There are still ladies in the group now, although we finished over a month ago or 2 months ago nearly, that are still submitting work for review. And so I'm not going anywhere. I'm here to coach you and make sure you get the results. It's up to you. If you want my help, I'm here. But I'm not going to chase you down for accountability. So if you're looking for somebody to say, hey, where's this, I'm probably not the person for you. But if you are saying, hey, this isn't converting, can you have a look at my Instagram feed, check out my emails, check out my onboarding, what do you think, what's the feedback? If you're that kind of person and you're wanting the help, I'm not going anywhere, and I will make it my mission to be as available for you as you need to get the results that you need. There are so many testimonials from women that have been in Clients on Demand. There's so many case studies from women that have been in Clients on Demand. Even yesterday, I was talking to one of the ladies from, it's called Marketing with Soul now, sorry. I was talking to one of the ladies yesterday from Marketing with Soul, and I asked her how she's been and where she's been. And she said she hasn't been in touch because she's just been full. So, that's really beautiful. She's also working on an ebook at the moment. There's another lady who's dropped it right out now because she's full as well. But the other thing too is you might be wondering, well, I don't have a practice yet. I'm looking at starting in the new year. So maybe I'll wait until the new year. Can I do that? The answer is yes, of course you can. You can absolutely join next year. However, two things. Number one, if you're going to start in January or February, your brand new private practice, remember you need to start marketing 90 days out. All right. On average, it takes 90 days. Why? Because people need to see you more than once. If you only put a post up once and then you're saying, oh, nobody came, it's not working for me, we've got an issue. You need to be, people need to see you, hear you, feel you, get your vibe so many times. And that can't happen in one day. That takes time. Marketing is not a quick fix. You're not going to get new clients after uploading a Psychology Today profile in an afternoon. I mean, you can, and certainly some people I've worked with have, but it's not the norm. You have to understand things take time. So if you're going to open your practice in the new year, start marketing now so that when you open, you're opening to appointments in the diary. So many counsellors do it the other way around. They go and they open their practice and then they sit there to crickets and empty books going, well, now I need to start marketing to find clients. Don't do it the wrong way around. Do it the right way around. You'll save yourself a headache and create more peace. The other thing about starting next year is, of course, you're welcome to start next year. However, the price is increasing on the 1st of January for Marketing with Soul. However, if you want to secure your place next year at this year's fee, you can do that just by paying a non-refundable deposit, all right? So if that's something you'd like to do, secure your spot now, but start next year, absolutely fine. You can do that. Let me know. What else can I tell you about? I'm thinking about all the frequently asked questions. I did do a post on the frequently asked questions yesterday, but I think I've pretty much covered it all. We do start tomorrow morning. It's our very first lesson tomorrow morning. We've got 9 1-hour calls, one a week. We start tomorrow, the 1st of December. We finish on the 9th of February. We have Christmas off, so there's no class on the 29th, and there's also no class on the 26th of January because that's a public holiday for Australia Day. So it's the 9 weeks, plus you got those 2 weeks off. I'll still be available for you in the groups. We just won't be having formal classes. You also get 9 30-minute live Q&A sessions with me to give you extra support with the implementation. I know you know how to read things and go and do them, but sometimes when we go and do them, we want some guidance about, am I doing it the right way? And that's the purpose of those Q&A calls. So you can absolutely come along to those. There's one every single week. What else? There's a portal that's got all your lessons in it and all your modules and all your resources. And I think that's pretty much about it, really. I think I've covered it all. But if you have any questions, of course, reach out to me. I don't do email anymore, so please don't email because it just won't get read. If you want to connect with me, do it on Facebook or reach out to me on Instagram. My handle there is @theprivatepracticecoach. So I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Have a beautiful, beautiful Wednesday and take care. Bye.